No one noticed the moment the new kid walked through the prison gates. No cheers, no whispers. Just another thin file added to a place that had already swallowed thousands. But by the time the sun set that night, one man would be lying on the concrete floor, questioning everything he believed about power, fear, and survival. And the entire prison would realize they had made a terrible mistake underestimating him. When Li Wei stepped into Iron Ridge Penitentiary, the air felt heavier than the chains around his wrists. The guards shoved him forward without a second glance. To them, he was just another number. To the inmates watching from behind steel bars, he was prey waiting to be tested. Li Wei was 24, lean, unassuming, with calm eyes that didn't match the chaos of his surroundings. He had grown up poor, raised by his grandfather in a mountain village far from cities and violence. His grandfather never spoke much about his past, only that discipline saved lives, and strength meant control, not domination. Every morning before sunrise, Li Wei trained, stances, breathing, strikes. Kung Fu passed down through generations. It was never about fighting. It was about balance. That balance shattered the moment he entered prison. Iron Ridge was ruled by Marcus Stone Calder, a towering gang leader serving a life sentence. Stone controlled food lines, protection, and punishment. His word was law. New inmates either joined a gang or got broken. Slowly. Publicly. Stone noticed Li Wei during lunch. The kid sat alone, eating slowly, ignoring the noise around him. No fear. No posturing. That calm annoyed Stone more than any insult. Bring him to the yard? Stone said casually, like ordering dessert. Li Wei felt it before it happened. The shift in energy. 3 men blocked his path as he stepped outside. Stone approached, smiling without warmth. You knew? Stone asked. Li Wei nodded. Yes. Stone laughed. You know how this works. You show respect or you get taught. Li Wei looked around. Dozens of eyes watched. He remembered his grandfather's voice. The strongest stance is knowing when not to fight. I don't want trouble, Li Wei said quietly. That was enough to seal his fate. Stone shoved him hard. Li Wei stumbled but didn't fall. The yard erupted with laughter. Stone raised his fist, ready to end it quickly, to remind everyone who ruled. But the moment Stone swung, something changed. Li Wei moved. Not fast, not flashy, just precise. He stepped inside the punch, redirected the force, and with a controlled motion, sent Stone crashing onto the concrete. The sound echoed like thunder. The yard went silent. Stone lay there, stunned, not in pain, but in disbelief. Li Wei stood still, breathing evenly, eyes calm. I meant it, he said softly. I don't want trouble. For the first time in years, Iron Ridge felt fear, not from violence, but from restraint. And Stone knew this wasn't over. Word spread faster than contraband. The quiet kid had dropped Stone. Some said it was luck. Others said Stone slipped. But Stone knew better. He felt it. The control, the discipline, the power held back. That night, Stone lay awake in his cell, anger burning into something deeper. Fear, not of losing a fight, but of losing control. His gang expected retaliation, blood, an example. The next day, Li Wei was ambushed in the showers. 5 men, no witnesses, no mercy. They attacked all at once. Li Wei took the first hit. Pain exploded across his ribs. He staggered, fell to one knee. The men laughed. Then Li Wei stood. He didn't explode with rage. He centered himself. Every movement was deliberate. He blocked, redirected, struck pressure points with surgical precision. One man dropped, gasping. Another collapsed, arm useless. The rest froze, not because they were hurt, but because they understood. This wasn't brute strength. This was mastery. When guards arrived, Li Wei was standing alone. The others were on the floor. Punishment was swift. Solitary confinement. Days in darkness, cold meals. Silence. But something unexpected happened. Inmates began to change. Men who had survived by becoming monsters started seeking Li Wei out. Not to fight, but to learn. To breathe. To control anger that had ruined their lives. In whispered conversations and stolen moments, Li Wei taught them what his grandfather taught him: discipline, respect, inner strength. Stone watched it all. For the first time, his fists meant nothing. His fear tactics failed. The prison was changing, and he was no longer at the center. One evening, Stone approached Li Wei alone. You could have taken everything, Stone said. Why didn't you? Li Wei met his gaze. Because power without purpose is just another prison. A Stone laughed bitterly. You think you're free in here? Li Wei smiled slightly. I've been free since I stopped letting fear control me. Weeks later, violence dropped. Guards noticed. The warden noticed. Rehabilitation programs expanded. Li Wei's influence reached beyond Iron Ridge. Years later, when Li Wei walked out a free man, Stone stood behind bars watching, not with hatred, but respect. Because the strongest man in the prison was never the one who ruled with fists. It was the one who taught others how to stand. Female message: true strength isn't about domination. It's about discipline. Control your fear and no cage can hold you.